Hello, everybody, and welcome to our training tonight on time management tips and tricks that have just kind of helped us with our business as busy moms working outside of the home. My name is Stephanie Martindale, and I'm an Emerald with Plexus.
And my name is Katie Sullivan, and I am a Ruby with Plexus.
All right, so these are just some of our tips and tricks that have helped us kind of build our business while doing everything else. So time management, it's really just how you make time work for you. Making sure that you are not just going through your day and then at the end of the day, you're like, what did I get done? Was I busy or was I productive? All of those things. Time management is all about managing your time and not letting it manage you. So let's go.
All right. So being intentional means making deliberate choices to reflect what is most important. So you need to become intentional, helps us maintain a positive mindset, reach goals, experience more clarity, and help you to be more present. And I am definitely in the mindset of wanting to be more present and wanting to get more done in a short amount of time. So being intentional about what is due or what is coming up next instead of what I think might be most important has been really good for me. And then no time, that means no notification calls, text, any distractions, no scrolling, no anything other than working and doing what you need to do. We really have to look at time as a positive thing, because if you say you don't have time from the beginning of your day, then you've already started off behind. So you feel like you're failing and your body immediately just says, I'm done. I haven't done anything right. So you can check out that TikTok with Mel Robbins at the end of the presentation.
The biggest way to stay intentional is really just setting your business hours. If you work outside the home or if you have kids or doing other things in your day, it's so important that you set your week up for success. You know when you're going to work, and everybody that you live with or work with, they know when you're going to work. And when you're working, that's what you're doing. So establishing your business hours. I like to look at my hours based on the entire week. I don't like to look at them day to day because some days are super busy and some days aren't as busy. And so if you're working outside the home and Tuesday and Thursday nights, you also have practices, those are probably days that you're going to do less. Okay. Maybe you're just getting your reach outs done, things like that. But if you know on Monday and Thursday night that you can, get a lot of work done, maybe you save some of your bigger stuff for that time. The other thing that I like to do is you have to schedule your family time, your kids' events, meals, things like that. The things that you have to get done in your day need to be scheduled first. Then you set up your business hours around those things. But let your team know when you're going to be working. Let your family know when you're going to be working and what that looks like for you, so everybody knows what to expect.
One thing that helps me to do that is to time block and to set timers. So the point of time blocking is to simply stay focused and on task and be aware of what's priority. Like I was saying earlier, and Steph mentioned, you've got to do the kid stuff first. I have 2 girls in dance. Dance is 4 days a week. But on 3 of those days, some weeks I also work 12 hours. So on those days, nooks and crannies are important for me. And I schedule that time in on my lunch hour, or I get up early or stay up late. Time blocking is really useful because it will help you look and see how you are spending your day. It'll give you an idea of if you're wasting time by scrolling on Facebook, sitting and doing nothing when you should be doing something. So brain dump on Sunday. So on Sunday, look at your entire week and plan, then throw away your list. When you do your time blocking tasks, if you underschedule time, you're always going to feel behind. So schedule your time, even maybe at first give yourself a little more time. But always plan in your free time first, including, your family time, and make sure that you don't miss out on the time it takes you to get from point A to point B. Because if dance class is at 5 o'clock, I can't leave my house at 5 o'clock. I have to leave my house around 4:30. So I have to, schedule in that half an hour for commuting as well. And then if you are very intentional and you want the system to work for you, what doesn't get done goes into your free time for the next day. So I know I'm doing this to have more time with my family and to be more present. The last thing I want to do is miss out on that, or just miss out on the time that I have that helps me keep a positive mindset and attitude, because I got my relaxation time as well.
Yep. One of the things that she talked about is planning your commutes. And with that, that's where I like to add in things like personal growth or training. If you can pop your headphones in and listen to something on your way to work, or if you can do that while you're working out, the more things that you can kind of combine together, you're going to feel like it's less of a burden or less of like a time suck that you have to do. And so if you can combine some of those things, I always find that super beneficial for me.
So this is just an example of a 60-minute time block that you would do while working your business. First 10 minutes, look at your notifications, look at the group chats. The next 15 minutes, send message responses and look at your team challenges. If you have a task of the day or like a pop-up challenge, look at those, see where you can put those in your day. After that, 15 minutes of training. Now, for me, this is on products and like business, and then personal development is all about, my Bible reading. It's about the personal growth, like self-help books and habit books and things like that. And that's just an example. And you can move that 60 minutes around however you need, and even break it up into different times. So you don't have to sit down for an hour at once. I just prefer to do that because I feel like it's more effective.
Talking to your shareholders, I always found this very important in my business. And you might be thinking, why do you have this in time management? Well, I think it's super important that you are sharing your work time and your expectations with your family. Who are those people most important to you that are going to not quite understand, why is mom always in this other room working, or why is mom doing this? Explain your expectations of your work time so they understand it. Also share your goals and your why. They're going to want to know why you're working so hard, what that is going to look like, and then explain that you're going to have set hours for work and set hours of family time. And those are not going to clash with each other. So when you are in your office, if you have that designated space, that's your work time. If you are with your family, then that's family time. And just learning the balance of those two things is going to be super important, because then you're going to feel like you are managing your time and your time isn't managing you.
And that's true. So that moves us into productive versus active. You can be up around your house cleaning all day and really get nothing done, right? And it's the same way with your business. You can be on Facebook and interacting, but are you interacting with those people that are your potentials? Are you interacting with those people that you would like to become a potential? Or are you getting on there and just randomly interacting with other people? What is it going to bring into the business? What am I attracting? What does my social media look like? You have to look at that too, because if you're posting things that are controversial all the time, that's going to turn off some people that maybe would have been really good business builders or even customers, but you turn people off with major opinions like that. So I try to personally keep that off of my page, and just put out a positive vibe. Yes, I share about hard times because we need to do that and not be, a perfect Facebook family. And then obviously behind closed doors, everyone has their issues, right? So I do try to do that as well. And then, did this advance my business? So when you look at what you've done, are you advancing your business, or are you just getting a one-time sale? Are you talking to people and telling them about the long-term effectiveness, or are you wasting your time by just getting that sale for one time and then let them fall off? Customer care comes in here and is super important, but that's for another day.
Planning your week. This is one of the most important parts for me. I do all of my planning on Sunday nights. That's a day that works for me because normally we are at home on Sunday nights with our family. And so on Sunday night, once I get the kids to bed, I can sit down for about an hour and plan my entire week. I also use my winning day sheets or winning week if that's what you use. But this sheet really just keeps you on track. Make sure that you hit all of those areas each week and you're going to move your business forward. It also helps you stay very focused and intentional on your time. If you sit down and you look at your sheet and you're like, okay, I need to do this, this, and this right now, set your timer, get it done. The other thing I like to do on Sunday nights is make my list of 20. These are going to be 20 people that I'm intentionally interacting with throughout the week, whether I'm posting on their page, whether I'm sending them a message, whether I'm commenting on things that they talk about on Facebook, being very intentional with those people. And then the last part that helps me plan for my week is a planner. I love my planner. It helps me make sure I have all my meetings scheduled, all my kids' stuff scheduled, but also just the day-to-day things that I need to do. The people I need to reach out to are on that calendar. And when I plan for my week like this, it really helps me stay focused, but it also makes sure that I don't chicken out. Because if you're on that list of 20, I have to reach out to you this week. And so that just really helps me not skip over people, but get my work done and be very intentional about that work. And then this is kind of just something, a way that you can put everything that we talked about tonight into action. Like Katie talked earlier, brain dumping and planning for your week. Get all of your ideas, everything that you have to do just on a piece of paper. So then you can put that into your calendar and throw the paper away. Finish what you start and just do it. If you're going to sit down and do reach outs and you say, I got to get 20 reach outs done, that's what you're going to do. You don't get up until your 20 reach outs are done or whatever you're doing for that time. And then you just do it consistently. If you can stick to, this is an example of the winning week sheet. If you can stay consistent and fill out that sheet and do those things, you're going to see your business move forward.
Yeah. And one thing to add, we do the winning day sheets, but I find this winning week sheet very helpful for my planning at the beginning of the week because I can put several names on there. I can, I may not fill out the new friend column then, but like the people I want to reach out to and follow up with and the relationship building, and it just helps. And if you have that with your calendar, on the front page that you're going to open up every day and you see it, then like Steph says, it makes it easier to not chicken out because we all know there's those people out there that we hesitate to talk to, but hopefully this was helpful for you guys and you can find some value in it. I know that time blocking and time management has really helped me, and I think Steph would probably agree.
Yes. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions about anything we talked about, don't hesitate to reach out to one of us, or the sponsor on your team will know how to get a hold of us. So have a great day.